Hello everyone, it is Artistic Sunrise here, coming back at you with another video. Today I am going to do a monthly wrap-up of the books that I read. This month I read a total of 4 books, and I am really excited to give my reviews on them. One of them is not here with me. I read it in school, so I will give you a description and the name. The first book that I am going to start off with is the book from school. It is called Rules. Basically, this girl has a brother with a disability, and it basically talks about how she learns to deal with it and make sense of it. This was a really heartwarming book, and I just felt like it gave so much description on people with autism, and it was a really good read. I would give it maybe a 4 out of 5 stars. It was a really good book, but it just didn't hit me the way I thought it would. So it was still a really good book. The next book that I have is The Mark of Athena by Rick Riordan. This is the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series. And this book, let me tell you that the ending really took a turn on me. This book is the 3rd book in the Heroes of Olympus series. I've already said that, but I'm gonna say it again. And in this book, this book basically takes you through. Can't find the words that I'm looking for. Okay, this book basically takes you through Annabeth's history and journey. So, in my perspective, this was not my favorite book in the series, but it was a really good book. And I really suggest this series. It is a really good series. You don't necessarily have to read the Percy Jackson series to get all the phrases, but there are a lot of phrases in here and a lot of characters in here. So the Percy Jackson series will kind of give you like a wrap up. Sorry, I'm on a yoga ball and I'm just bouncing around. But I really suggest this series. I'd give this book maybe like a 3.5 out of 5 stars because it was really slow moving, and not my favorite book in the series. The next book that I have is The House of Hades, the 4th book in the Heroes of Olympus series. We just got done talking about the 3rd book. This book gives you more of a background on Nico, and so it was really interesting for that. But I can't say too much about this book or else it will give spoilers on the rest of the series. So this book is probably my favorite out of all of them. I really suggest the series again, and I'm probably going to give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. It was a really good book. It had a lot of emotion built up in it, and I was amazed. This last book here, I went into it with really high expectations. I know I'm not supposed to do that, but this blew my expectations out of the window, and I sat in my bed for hours just reading this book. It's not that thick of a book. It's almost 300 pages long. This is out of my mind by Sharon M. Draper. This book is about an 11-year-old girl. Her name is Melody, and she has her brain doesn't process stuff for movements like normal people. Sorry, that sounded really rude. Her brain doesn't process stuff like other people's brains do. Trying to think. Can't think of it. But she can't talk, she can't move, but she has a photographic memory, and everybody takes her to just not be able to, that she's not smart, she can't process anything, and they judge her by her cover and not by her brains. So this basically just gives you a little perspective of what it's like to be in that situation. And like I said, I went into this book with really high expectations, and this book blew my expectations out the window. It had me laughing, it had me crying, it had me just in tears with happiness, and then it had me making me want to slap some of the characters with their own book. Although this book probably wouldn't do much damage. This book maybe, but this book, yeah, no. Look at the size difference. Yeah. But still, it was a really good book. I really recommend this book. I would give it a 5 out of 5 stars, and it was probably the best book that I read this month. I was in a big mood for a contemporary, and this book filled everything that I needed and wanted. So I'm very happy that I read it, and I'm super happy. That is the end of this video, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you think this channel is something you'd like, make sure to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, make sure that you have that post notification bell on, please. I really appreciate it. And make sure if you want me to, if you have any book recommendations for me, let me know down in the comments below. And that's really all for this week. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I had a bunch of stuff going on, but I'll try to make it as consistent as I can. Alright, everyone. Bye. Have a nice week.